Welcome to Elsie's World. My name is Michael Elsie, and this is my 2003 Nissan 350Z that we just restored here on the channel, but it has one little problem that we need to fix here today. In the last episode, on our first test drive, the engine completely locked up. It was devastating after the lengthy rebuild that just took place. I've put months of hard work into making this car my Tokyo Drift dream car. But now it's time to see what went wrong inside this engine and try to fix it so we can put this car up for sale. Our first step is to drain all the fluids, and I notice the oil looks like it has some glitter in it, which is most likely metal shavings. I then start removing things like the drive shaft, exhaust, and the entire front end has to come off in order to remove the engine and transmission. Now, I recently just had the engine out, so I'm actually getting pretty fast at this. We're almost there. Vamos! We did it! If you're enjoying this content, it would help me out so much if you hit that subscribe button and drop a comment down below. There's a lot of oil coming out of this thing still. There are so many moving pieces inside a 4-cam V6 engine, so there is no telling what could have gone wrong, but hopefully it's something simple that we can quickly repair. Well, our cylinder heads and cams actually look really good. With the top end appearing to be in good condition, I'm starting to hope that it is just a simple issue like the timing chain just broke a tensioner, so I'm crossing my fingers that this could be an easy fix. Well, our bell housing is full of engine oil. It seemed like a mixture of transmission fluid and engine oil accumulating in the bell housing and soaking down my brand new clutch that we just installed. So I continued pressing forward with the disassembly since I still have no answers. Well, I went home and got my engine stand so we don't have to work on the floor. And the boys are here while I'm doing the engine. How about you boys put all this weather strip in and these last few trim pieces? Yes. You down?
Yeah, let's do it.
We just need to get it off the lifts because it's some very tedious weather strip, but Will is actually really good at it because he used to do a lot of glass work actually.
Yeah.
I
thought we were gonna let it down.
We blew a breaker. Breaker's fine. Are y'all messing with me?
Dude, is it plugged up? Yeah, it's plugged up.
It's plugged in. It just worked. They say that bad things come in pairs. Well, I think that's what they say. First, my engine blew up, and now my lift just ducked out faster than that guy did at the Limp Bizkit concert. I mean, I'll throw something at it. I feel like it right now. Broken car, broken lift. So that's
what it's supposed to be.
This is a bummer. Anyways, we'll be right back on that. I guess we'll have to get this car off somehow.
Do we have a good jack?
Yes.
No, jack broke.
Everything's fine. Well, things don't always go to plan here in the shop, and being a dad of 2 baby girls and working very long hours here, I have a lot of stress in my life at times, as you can imagine after last episode. Thankfully, BetterHelp is a sponsor of this video to help me navigate through these stressful times. Being able to talk to someone is a healthy way to live this lifestyle that I live and many others do as well. A lot of times I even feel like at this point in my life, I'd be way further ahead, and I worry about if I'm being a proper parent to my children as well. But BetterHelp has shown me that life changes lead to identity changes. And they help me to navigate questions like, how do I become a better parent? And how do I navigate all these challenges that come up in my life every single day? They also help with my daily problems here in the shop because, as we know, things don't always go to plan here. A therapist will listen, ask questions, and they'll even help you see things from a new perspective, where hard-headed people like me need that sometimes. As a guy, I get it. It's hard to talk to people about these kind of things, but in today's world, it's 2025. There's no need to face these things alone anymore. BetterHelp is the sponsor of this video, and they're on a mission to make starting therapy easier. Fill out a questionnaire and you will be matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. And if you feel like your therapist is not the right fit, easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Again, there is no reason to go through this alone. Click the link in the description below or go to betterhelp.com/ElsiesWorld to get 10% off your first month of therapy. We did manage to get the car off the locks, and after a lot of stressing over our distressed lift that no longer does any lifting, I was rescued by some amazing people. Here comes our new lift. The brand is Wise, and it was provided by Built Hard. They shipped it over to me so fast, and I will be forever grateful to them to have them help me out of this pickle. Not only is this lift brand new, but it is also a huge upgrade over the lift that we were using. All right, I'm getting the lift unpacked and we're setting it up. I love it already. We got these door protectors. Since there's one car in the shop now that has nice paint, we want to protect it. So my old lift was 9,000 pounds and this one's 10,000 pounds. So it's a bit of an upgrade. I'll take an upgrade anywhere we can get, especially with these lifts, since who knows what's gonna roll in this shop. I am so thankful to Built Hard, and I'm very impressed by the quality and how simple this lift is to install. So if you would like to make working on cars way more fun and enjoyable, click the link in the description below to order yours today. And thank you so much again to Built Hard for this lift. All right, down. Hey, look at that.
You can read a tape measure.
Sometimes. Some of our studs from the old lift lined right up, and now my guy Justin throws on his respirator and uses a girthy hammer drill so we can drop in some new anchors to bolt this new lift to the floor. I think this is taller than my old one. We measured correctly about 3 inches, which is a lot. That's actually a whole lot of inches. This is a full service shop here. Always wear your respirator when drilling into concrete. When they shipped the lift, a lot of the assembly had already been done, so with the help of my friends, this did not take much time at all, or brain power, which is good, because, well, yeah. Adult Legos. Step back and have a look at it.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, that's way taller than the other one.
Car should fit better now.
You guys are awesome, for real. I appreciate you.
Oh,
And you know what?
Walmart.
Morgan Walmart.
Can't forget him.
Z's back on the rack. What you think, Justin?
Definitely better than it was before.
It is definitely better. Let's go. Hey! Dude, it's not even struggling at all.
Nope. Not even a hiccup.
Oh, we're good. That's nice and smooth. Just like Gary Coleman. I do need to adjust the cables a little more, but man, this is great. Dude, all right. So I got some energy suspension front bushings for our control arms if you feel like doing that. And we even got some new front tie rods. So we went ahead and we're just digging deeper while we're in here. So Justin's about to install these guys and I am going to finish this engine. With our fancy new lift operational, we can now get back to business and dig deeper into this VQ35DE engine. I don't see anything wrong with the timing chain, which means the last thing we need to check is the rod and main bearings. So I'm pulling apart the caps. Look at all that metal in there. Ooh, that's not good. All the oil journals appear to be full of metal. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Well, there's our problem. Something destroyed these rod bearings. Wait a second. There's no rod bearing here. The reason these bearings exist and oil is needed inside these engines is because the rod needs to spin on the crankshaft with a very specific type of metal that these bearings are made of. Without them, the friction is so hard it will prevent the engine from rotating, which means we found the cause of why this engine is no longer spinning over and locked up on us. Keep going. The engine flipped back over, and we know this car sat a while, and this is a dead giveaway, seeing these little corrosion spots on the cam. I don't think it's hurting anything. I don't even feel it. This might be rebuildable, but judging how bad the oil was, I went ahead and pulled all the cam cap bolts. So let's see what these look like under here, because like I said, the oil was extremely contaminated with metal shavings. So let's see what our mating surfaces look like. Got a little bit of wear marks in it, but actually looks pretty good. Oh, that's not what you want to see, and that's catching my fingernail. That's what I was worried about. Oh, yeah. Man, look at that. All the rust. Maybe this car sat longer than I thought, because there's a lot of corrosion on the cam lobes, and these are just eaten up. We need a new engine. This one is, I don't even know how you properly repair this. So we're gonna find a new engine. Things are getting better because a subscriber reached out. Thank you all for watching, viewers like you, and thank you all for saving me multiple times. He sold me this engine for $400. The person who sold me this engine wished to remain anonymous, but you know who you are and how happy this makes me. Seriously, thank you all so much. Because of this, the Z project will live on. This engine is a remanufactured crate engine from ATK, and they cost $4,600, so this is like winning the lottery for me. It's so wild to see a VQ engine that is this clean, but as you see, these engines do not come ready to drop in, so I need to swap a lot of my old parts onto the new engine, and well, the problem is it's so clean I can't just put dirty old parts on it, so I have to clean and paint all my old parts before bolting them up to our new engine. And while we're in here, we're also gonna put in all new gaskets and seals everywhere we can. I just can't stop staring at how beautiful this is and how this one piece really turned this whole project around. Now the clean engine bay will match how clean and shiny the outside of the car is, but I'm having to spend a lot of time and be very thorough cleaning all these parts before installing them on the new engine, since there were chunks of metal all inside the old engine. I believe it blocked a lot of oil passages and overpressurized the crankcase, causing oil to push out the front and rear main seals. There was a bunch of oil in the bell housing, so...
Found the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Input shaft seal is about done for there, guys.
So it was transmission fluid and engine oil pouring into the bell housing. That was great for our clutch. So
Clutches love gear oil. That's what you put in manual transmissions.
all right. So our parts have arrived. We have the front cover gasket, seal, even got these new crush washers. We don't want this thing leaking, so it's time to get all this in. Let's do it. Still got a lot of cleaning up to do. One of the many great things about the Nissan 350Z is parts are readily available here in the United States, so we were able to get the new seal and gasket for the transmission rather quickly. So something Nathan caught, these have sealer on them, and you can see down in there, a sealing transmission fluid in, so you gotta put sealer on these to make sure it doesn't leak. After a deep cleaning on the clutch and flywheel, I can reinstall them, and a little trick I learned on these engines from my friend Tavares is cleaning the mating surface where the transmission touches the engine block so that the transmission can properly ground and the crank angle sensor can actually do its job. Without doing this, many people have had issues getting the car to start. And just like that, this engine is ready to go back in. But speaking of Tavares, I took a few days to go work on a project with him that you will be seeing on his channel soon. And while I was down there, I also brought home some parts to sell and make some extra money for an upcoming project of my own. Alright, so this video took a while to come out because I came down to Florida to clean out a supercar graveyard. And you can thank that guy for that. I'm selling a lot of parts for the rest of my life.
Yeah, well, I mean, I gave you, whoop, that's it's a little spicy. I gave you 30 days to sell all this, okay?
Is this a Mr. Beast challenge?
It is, yeah, 30-day selling parts challenge. How about this? If you sell all these parts in 30 days, I give you the cars that these parts came off of.
That is a done deal, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. After my trip down to the occasional sunshiny state of Florida, I came back eager to hear this new engine sing. Almost. feel like we can have this running today, so let's keep this energy flowing. Let's go. We let the engine spin over for a while with no spark plugs, so that way the engine will pre-lubricate itself and fill it up with oil before the first start. This is very important since there's currently no oil in all the small orifices of the engine. The moment of truth. Everything is hooked up. There was no hesitation. Go! Dude!
None whatsoever. That was first startup.
He stared at the key. Wham!
Yeah, I looked at the key longer than it took to start up.
Dude, I was like, let me make sure there's no fuel leak. Wham! Dude, it didn't even, not even like the second turn. Woo! Bro!
It works.
It didn't smoke. It smells good. Smells like it's burning in a good way. Yo, that sounded like it had a little bit of meat to it.
It's definitely healthy.
We always test fire them before we put everything back on the car. So now it is time to build the front end and cooling system. I feel good, man.
Most definitely.
I mean, we have a working lift and a working engine just like that.
Considering they both went out on the same day almost.
All right, and we're gonna test drive again. Very carefully. We have to break this engine in. So, yeah.
No burnouts this time.
No burnouts on the first test drive.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe on the second test.
Now that we know the engine runs, I can proceed with reinstalling the rest of the parts with all fresh fluids. I also took this opportunity to replace some old exhaust pipes that were beat up and quite the eyesore. Now that I've got the hang of these 350Zs, it's time to move on to a whole completely different car. Oh god, it's almost done. Yeah! Check this out, we even put the OEM engine cover on, new air filters on the way. Bleeding coolant, we already did the vacuum bleeder, so now we're gonna crank it up and let it run. Hopefully it's happy.
It sounds so good.
Dude, this is so quiet.
I've never heard of EQ this nice.
Oh my god, it's just buttery smooth. Dude, this is great. It's so quiet. So smooth. Look at that idle. Oh, here's a little bit of chatter from the clutch disc, and yeah, man. Since I'm selling this car, I'm keeping the blue seats and selling it with the black Corbos. I feel like the neutral color will help it sell. So now, it's finally time to go on a test drive. No more knocky. It's working. It's quiet, very quiet. I'll take it. We can't beat on it. We gotta break the engine in, change the oil, and yeah, you know, we'll make sure everything's good.
No burnouts this time.
No burnouts. We'll put a few miles on it, change the oil and oil filter, and just check everything over. But man, it feels really good. I'm happy.
It drives really well.
if you're injured in an accident, contact Norris Injury Attorneys. Steven Norris is the best attorney I know, and a personal friend of mine who's willing to sit in a 350Z with me for 1,500 miles. So, he's a solid guy in my book. After an amazing first test drive, I dropped the car off with Will and Nathan so they can give the car a proper detailed job, and they did an absolutely phenomenal job like they always do. Thank you again, boys. It looks stunning. This is just so satisfying seeing this car finally done after all we've been through. I think I achieved that OEM Plus style build I was looking for. This is so satisfying. So the Z is home, and I just went for a ride with a friend of mine. His name is Jack Builds It.
Mr. Jack builds it to you.
What do you think, man? So in the beginning you were skeptical on the Z, and
No, dude, it looks great. I worked on these for years, bro.
dude, this thing's so fun. Like,
Bro.
I'm glad you got to see it. I'm glad you got to, go for a ride and have a good time. But Jack is here because this one is done, and it is actually going up for sale. So there's an email right here. Ding. So hit my email if you want to buy this car, or if you have something to trade for this. I value this car at about $14,500 with 370Z wheels, so $14,500.
See that? This thing looks great.
Hit me up if you want it. And Jack and I are about to go on a huge challenge. I have no idea why, but we have challenged ourselves to something absolutely insane for YouTube.
Do it for YouTube.
That I don't know. Dude, I don't even know, man.
We're gonna try, and we'll see you guys very soon.
See you soon. Peace.